What's going on, everybody? I'm Giant Opinion Sports, and today we're going to talk about a solid all-around prospect. Ohio State's Jeremy Ruckert is very much an underrated tight end. He didn't get a ton of production from this past season, but most of that was due to just poor quarterback play. It was so frustrating to see Ruckert wide open time after time, not getting the ball thrown his way, or just uncatchable throws. I have trust that Ruckert will be good as a receiving tight end when he is paired with an NFL quarterback. But what made me really interested in him is his blocking. For his size, he is a very strong individual. 19 reps in the bench press at the combine backs that up. His strength combined with his aggressiveness made it possible for him to be a great blocker, especially in line. There is things he needs to work on in the run game, but I do like where he is at the moment and where he will be at for just a rookie. He should only improve with time. He's already got an NFL frame. If he continues to build his body, he could be one of the more impressive physical tight ends. This is a 6'5", 250-pound man. He has 33-inch arms, so he has nice catch radius when you factor in the length all around. He doesn't require a perfect throw like some receivers. The thing that excites me the most is how good Ruckert could be in the red zone. He can go up and grab a jump ball, or he can start out as a blocker and just leak out in the open field on rollouts, and delays. I really do think he'll be a great weapon in the end zone. He needs to land on a team that's going to use him more than he was used in college. I've seen some people say he will never be more than a solid number 2 tight end. How the fuck would they know? This has been a highly productive player when the ball is went his direction. This is a kid that catches everything. I can't really remember him dropping a pass that was on target. That goes for passes that were in congested parts of the field as well. You can work him in the middle of the field if you want. I think sending him up the seam would also be effective for an offense. We talked about how he has a great catch radius. Now combine that with this dude's one-handed catches he has on tape, and he's a guy that's always an option to pass to. He's one of those guys that even when they're covered, they're not covered, if you catch my drift. Now this past offseason, Ruckert really started working on his route running. It's probably the biggest part of his game he needs to improve on. I think NFL coaching will really help him immensely, and it's nice to see he's just taken this upon himself to focus on this part of his game. That's a good sign. I like his intelligence, so he should make improvements over time. Ruckert has shown he can get open in his own coverage. He regularly finds the soft spots in coverage, just pops wide open sometimes, which is confusing. How do these guys get so open? It's unbelievable. Tight ends like Jason Witten have made a career of that kind of stuff. But Ruckert really was the 4th and sometimes 5th option at Ohio State. He really has shown he's an unselfish player. I would have been complaining constantly if I were in his shoes in his collegiate career. So he's going to be a team player. That's something most fans don't care about, but it's a nice quality to have for people who are building these rosters. I have zero character concerns. This is a kid that's tough as hell. He's going to come in here, bust his ass. He's just as competitive as they come. You can line him up all across the field. You can line him up in the backfield. You can split him out wide in certain situations. I personally want to see him in line more often than not. Take advantage of his blocking. Something that I didn't mention is just him chipping edge rushers off the line. That has huge value for a play with Ruckert's strength. He can knock a pass rusher out of a play. So I just think there's tons of hidden value here. I personally have a late 2nd round grade on Jeremy Ruckert. I've seen people say he'll fall to the 4th round. I wouldn't count on that. You have a big need for a tight end come draft time, and you're sitting end of the 2nd round, front of the 3rd, you might want to consider grabbing him. This is a heavy tight end class towards the middle. It'll look like a bunch of them are dropping, and there will be a run on them in the 3rd round most likely. Once they start going, they go quick. I love Jeremy Ruckert's game. I think he's going to be much more productive in the NFL than he was in college. He's a complete tight end, and there's a need for that on every single team. He won't go 1st round because he doesn't have that eye-popping athleticism we've seen from tight ends in the recent years. But tight ends don't need to have that to bring great value to a team. I'm not going to run through everything he's great at again. I just think as a whole, he's special. Maybe not the best tight end of all these prospects, but he'd be my choice for my Giants. I'm personally done with these tight ends that only bring speed to the table. I've learned my lesson. with 5 seasons of Evan Ingram, I've seen enough. Give me the guy that does it all and is an all-around tight end. But listen, I just want to thank you all for watching. Please leave me a like. It helps me grow. If you're new, subscribe. I got a bunch more prospect videos to go. I'm going to try and get through a few more tight ends before the draft. I'm going to get through at least Trey McBride, Jake Ferguson, and I'm a huge fan of Jelani Woods, so I'm going to try and get him in there too. He just blew up the combine, so very impressive. And I think my next video will be the middle linebacker, Troy Anderson. He blew up the combine as well, and I've already been lining him up for a video, so that'll be what's next. Thanks again, y'all. Stay safe and warm, and peace.